Ooh. Hello everyone. I thought I'd give you guys an update on everything. If you didn't know, if you don't follow me on Instagram, we moved. So we're in the new house now. We've been here since like June 13th, I want to say, is when we got here. I've got some notes here to slightly help me to let you be informed of everything. My glasses are getting a little bit of a glare. We got a giant window. If you haven't, again, seen on my Instagram, I love our front window. It is just huge, and we have a giant tree in the front that's just gorgeous right now with the fall season starting. But yeah, no, so we moved all the way out to Connecticut, like North Connecticut. We're like 7, maybe 10 minutes away from the Massachusetts border. So we're like right there. So far we have loved it. I especially have loved it. I love the weather, I love the environment, I love the people. We've done a lot already. So I'll just try and lay it all out and get everything up to date, and then I will hopefully be a little more consistent with my video taking from this point on. Probably still a little sporadic, but I hope to get in a better habit. So, we knew we were gonna move pretty much back in December of 2021. We realized we were in a spot that we were done with Utah. Scott was done being at his workplace and felt that he was ready to transition. We were not fans of the desert. We don't like the heat, and we like having seasons and trees. And so that's one of the things that drew us out here. And also being religious, we just felt spiritually that we needed to be out here. And I think for me personally, I was not doing well mentally as well. And ever since we've been out here, I feel like I've done a lot better in that regard. But yeah, so we're happy to be out here. And we prepared pretty much the whole time. We got rid of things since December. Scott informed his work when he went back after winter break, saying, hey, I don't think I'll be coming back. I thought I'd let you know. And so that was done, and the ball just started to roll, and I started getting rid of things, which included a lot of the baby things, which, again, if you didn't know, I am now 28 weeks pregnant. You can't see my lovely belly that everyone now is commenting that I actually have a pregnancy belly now. So got that. So that happened in the middle of all of this, is figuring out that I was pregnant, because why not have an additional thing to throw on there. But we got rid of a bunch of things. We sold almost everything, or at least tried to. We only have one car at the moment. We just purchased another car because we've realized in the winter season it'd probably be a good idea to have 2 cars, and Scott not needing to ride his bike to work during the winter. Seems Oliver wants to be on my lap today. So that's one thing. Alice has started preschool, which has been really nice. That's later that started last month. What month are we in? October? Yeah, she started in September. But yeah, so we left Utah on June 10th and we got here June 13th, and Scott immediately started building a shed, which is not complete, but it's mostly done. He's got a lot. He just needs to put in windows. He has like half of the windows done. And we also have an unfinished basement, which we really appreciated it being unfinished because we get to do whatever we want with it. We get to design it how we want to. And Scott has put in we've gotten the plumbing done in there, and now we just need to put up walls. We updated the electricity because this house is actually older than our old house. Our old house, I think, was built in 58, so 1958, and this one was built in 56. So the same era, and so it's got a similar layout. It is a ranch style, is what they call it. And so we have that. So it's older, so we updated the electricity. We're putting in a heating system, and we're updating the water heater. So there's a lot of work that we need to have done here. So that's the things we've been working on. I reopened my Etsy shop, if you didn't see that as well. So that's been fun. Luna turns 2 at the end of this month, which is exciting. We're very much ready for Halloween. We have Scott's parents coming. In August, we went and visited my parents in South Carolina for my birthday and our anniversary, which was super fun. We took Hatfield that time, so we figured out that he's actually really nice to have on vacation. Strangely, it felt like he wasn't even there. So that was something that was nice to experiment with. I put in a garden bed, and I've overwintered some vegetables right now. I've got garlic and carrots in it, and we got leaves on top of it, and we're adding more leaves onto it almost daily because we have a giant tree, and you want to have it nice and blanketed to keep it somewhat warm during the winter. So that's something that I'm trying to do. Is I'm hoping to get into more of the homesteadingness of that. Also, at the end of August, I got to go to LA for my first master class for my acting class. Okay, you're done. Ugh, I love you. No. So I gotta go there for 3 days. That's how long I was there, yeah, I think that's right. Which was super fun. I really enjoyed that class. So that's been fun. The area we're in, it's been super nice. The local library has all of these fun things to do with the girls. So we've done story time for them, so they get to do that twice a week. They have a thing called rhyme time for like 30 minutes. All of the kids and their parents get to like sing the Wheels on the Bus and all of that, and they get to jump around and be just in the community, which has been super nice. And they have little fun events, like they had a car show day, and so they had a bunch of different cars, but they also had like the fire trucks and the bulldozers and everything, and everyone was allowed to climb up on it and be in it. They had the public transportation bus, or at least one of them, to show this is what it's like and everything. They had an ice cream truck, which was nice, and so you got a free ice cream. Yeah, yeah, they just have such fun events here. We, of course, are with our local church, and they have been super welcoming. It, like, the first week I was there, two of the ladies were like, oh, you should come over and have a play date. Even though their kids were older than my kids, it was more of, I want to get to know you, which was really special to me because I didn't necessarily feel like most people wanted to get to know me in my old church, that they were like, oh yeah, you're just here. And yeah, but it very much was like, I want to be around you, and it still feels like that. They genuinely want to know how I'm doing, not necessarily like, oh, your kids are young, how's it going on, how the kids doing. It's, how are you doing, not how's the family. And so for me, it just warms my heart a little bit more and makes me feel more welcomed, and I really appreciate that about our local church. Scott's brothers visited a couple of times. His parents are visiting this weekend, which will be nice. It will be the first time they have seen the house, really. My parents were kind enough when we first moved out here to be waiting here to help unload the truck, which we only needed the one truck, which was nice. And so Scott drove that down, and I drove the van with the kids. And we actually shipped the cat and dog in a little, like, van system, which wasn't the greatest experience, actually. But they're doing a lot better, and we've decided we're never going to do something like that. If we move again, we'll do it on our own. Or we'll figure something different out. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of all the things. July, we were here pretty much the whole time. September, school started for Scott, so he did summer school, so he got to figure out somewhat the school system a little bit, and then he also figured out which school he was going to. And so we got to visit that school. It's about, like a 7-minute drive from here. It's like a 20-minute bike ride. That's one thing we've noticed over here on the East Coast, is that, yeah, it may be like 4 miles away, but it will take 8 minutes. Like, the miles and the time are usually double the miles. So if it's 10 miles away, it's going to be a 20-minute drive. But I mean, most of the time I've tried. It's a little difficult with being pregnant to walk around more. Alice has been riding her bike around. Today probably won't be able to happen because it's raining, which she'll be very disappointed, because we usually do that after preschool. Yeah. I mean, school started, and the ball just kind of, it just feels like it keeps rolling. We got a piano in the house. I'm just trying to think of everything. I got most of my office put together. I'll do a separate video of a house tour, and maybe I'll sit down and talk about the finances now that they've somewhat settled down to a certain degree. I don't know. It's just been nice to be here. I wanted to update you all, and I guess this is a moment for me to find myself accountable, because there are more things that I want to do. Like, I want to be able to prep more for meals, and so I'm probably going to bring you guys along so that I am accountable. Like, you guys help me stay on top of things. And hold on, might sneeze. Nope. Okay. You keep me accountable for the things that I want to do. So like, I'll probably bring you into the garden. I want to get chickens in the backyard. I have a plan for a chicken coop that, of course, won't be built until spring. But I at least have it figured out. We have some wood downstairs that I can reclaim for it, and I want to make sure I know what stuff needs to be dropped off at the dump and what we can actually use for the chicken coop. And we want to make a little like tree house fort thing for the girls in the backyard. We've got quite a bit of plans, and we're hoping that we can get them all done. And I want to take you guys along, and so that we're accountable for those things. And yeah, just a nice little update. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and if you have any questions about the move that we did or really anything, go ahead and ask, and I will be sure to answer. Yeah, and if you want to see any videos or want to know in more detail some of the things, just let me know and I will hopefully get to them. And if I don't, you can get on me on that, because again, you guys keep me accountable for that. So have a wonderful day, stay safe, and I will see you next time.